What up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to make money with your podcast via the Amazon Associates program. So in this video, my aim is to teach you three things. What is the Amazon Associates program? How does it work and how you can use it? And then where you're going to use it and how you're going to monetize your podcast. Before we get into it, hit that subscribe button. Would love for you to check out what I'm putting out. We've got a lot of great content on the channel, tutorials, interviews, all kinds of content to help you become a better, more efficient content creator. So the Amazon Associates program, Affiliate Marketing 101, let's give it a go. The Amazon Associates program is an affiliate program. And if you're not familiar with affiliate marketing, it's when you promote other people's products. So in this case, we're going to be promoting Amazon products as it relates to the content in your podcast. So let's say that you have a gardening podcast and you talk about different ways to do different things with plants around your home, maybe flower beds, potted plants. Maybe you talk about soil, how to grow things and seeds, etc. So you can make money from your podcast by linking to these products in Amazon and then selling them through the avenues of your podcast, which I'm going to get to in a minute. And that's called affiliate marketing, where you're selling other people's products. In this case, it's Amazon. But the Amazon program that allows you to do this is called the Amazon Associates program. Okay, so what you're looking at is the landing page for the Amazon Associates program, which is Amazon's affiliate marketing program. So to join the Amazon Associates program, all you have to do is sign up. However, you have to be some sort of content creator because within the sign up process, they're going to ask you for like your website, for a link to your YouTube channel, Instagram, your podcast. And so you do have to have one or multiple of those platforms that you use, that you create content on, because they want to know that like you're serious and that you actually have a platform to push those links out from. So once you sign up for the Associates program, you're going to get a store ID. You can see mine here, the podcast H08-20. That's going to be like the unique store ID that Amazon uses to track my commissions. It's going to be embedded into the links when I link to products. And that's how everything just gets kept track of. Okay, so how do you link to products? Well, you're going to go to Amazon.com, the regular Amazon site. And once you have a store ID and you're set up in the system, then you're going to type in a product. So the Shure SM7B, and then it's going to come up and I'm going to select it. And then up here in the top left, you're going to hit text. And so this is the unique link that you're going to link out to across all your content creation platforms. And that's how you're going to get paid. Let me go into the commissions right now. There's different commission structures for different products, different categories like household, gardening, musical instruments, electronics. And I'm going to show you those now. So here it is, everybody. Amazon games, of course, being the highest because they're created by Amazon. And so if you sell one of their games, there's no third party involved. So you make the most by promoting Amazon games. Digital music, 5%. Scroll down a little bit. Televisions, digital video games, 2%. You can go through all this, toys, furniture, 3%, et cetera, et cetera. Low commissions. I mean, let's be real. You're not going to make a ton of money from this program unless you have a massive following. But that's not to discourage you, because the whole idea of this is that I want to show you that you can make a little bit of money from your podcast. Even if you have a small audience, you do have to start somewhere. How you're going to do that is you're going to start sending these links out. And I'm going to show you here. The first place you're going to want to put these links is in your YouTube description. And so I'm going to pull up a video that I did from last week on immersive audio. But let me pause that. Let me scroll down here. So, equipment used in this video. So I did a podcast using this microphone here, the Zoom HR-V3. This episode is all about how to use that microphone for ambisonic recordings. And then I linked to it right next to that. You can see Amazon. The headphones I used in that product, the Sony MDR 7506s, linked to that. on-air sign, Philips Hue Go. Those weren't used in this specific video, but I used those behind me a lot in my studio. So I linked to those. Favorite podcast microphones. So yeah, that's not specifically related to this video, but I have a ton of videos on podcast microphones. So I put this list in all my YouTube descriptions for all my videos. Getting back to like the gardening example, let's say that you did a specific episode on like weeding a hill or weeding your lawn, and you listed the tools that you used in that episode. You could also list like other rakes and shovels and gloves and things that you use in gardening in general and link to those. The key is you don't want to link to like something about like yoga mats or like exercise equipment, because your podcast is about gardening and you want to stay relevant to the topic of your podcast. But what I'm trying to say is within that topic of your podcast, don't be afraid to link to other products in your niche, but that aren't necessarily related to that specific video or that specific episode. You can get a little broad here. You just want to be honest about products that you actually use and love, and or I'd say mostly do that. Products that you've actually used and that you love, and or link to products that are highly reputable in your niche that maybe you haven't actually used, but you know that they're really good products, and be honest. You could mention other recommended products that people use and love. That way you're putting it like as other people use and love. And I'm listing these because I have faith in these people and I have faith in these products because of their reputation. Okay, the next place you're going to want to put these links is within your podcast show notes. So I use Libsyn. I'm going to log in here. I'm going to go to episodes. Let's just like pick one. Okay, so December 20th, about 6 months ago, I did a podcast episode on the best microphones for podcasters. And so these are my show notes. If you have a podcast, you're familiar with show notes. It's a description of the episode that gets embedded to all the podcast listening apps on the players, on Apple, Spotify. When you click and play the episode, you can also scroll down and see the host description of that episode. So since this episode was on the top 10 microphones for podcasting, I listed these top 10 microphones. These are all Amazon affiliate links. If I click that, it's going to take me to Amazon, as you can see here, to this product. And up top, if you look through the link here, it's a little tricky to see because it's so long, but I'm highlighting it. You can see my Amazon store ID. So if someone clicks on it and buys it, Amazon knows that I get credit for that. Also, what's rad about the Amazon Associates program is, let's say somebody buys this, but they also have other things in their cart. Maybe they have like paper towels or paper plates or clothes, anything like for their house that they also bought. In addition to this, you get commission on everything in their cart when they check out. So like, they might buy a mic, but they might also have like $100 of other stuff in their cart. Boom, you're going to get commission for that. And your store ID stays like within Amazon for 24 hours. So let's say like Saturday at noon, they clicked on a link of yours, but they didn't actually buy it. And then Sunday, if it's within 24 hours, they decided to, let's say, buy it Sunday morning, you're still going to get credit for that click. So as soon as they click on something, that stays within the Amazon system for 24 hours. It's called a cookie. I don't know too much about like the website stuff, but the cookie stays in their browser for that entire length of time. The next place that you're going to put your affiliate links is on your website. So if you have a podcast and you're serious and you have momentum, hopefully you have a website. And for each episode, if you know what you're doing, and this is a whole other conversation, but you have a page for every episode that you've done. So I'm going to click on this one here, comparing 4 popular podcast microphones. And these show notes are essentially copied over from the description that I wrote for Apple and Spotify. I tweak it a little bit. I add the media player, as you can see here. And then you can also see here, I've linked to these products. This episode was about microphones, so boom. Got this microphone here. It's the Samsung Q2U. And then you can see up top my Amazon store ID. And Guys, through this, and because I've worked to get my website a lot of traffic, I do make sales. Once you start making money online, it's infectious. And the excitement of like selling something online that was like somewhat passively, yeah, you had to do the work up front, but then you start making money. It's like the greatest feeling ever. And it makes you, or at least me, makes me excited to keep pumping out more and more content. I don't know when it was. It could have been 2 years ago when I made like my first dollar online. I was like, okay, so this is how it's done. This is real. The Amazon Associates program works. Now it's all about just grinding and creating content and putting those links in there over and over and over. And through the years, it's going to start to go up. You're going to start to make money. And it might not be enough money to like quit your job, or maybe it will be. The more popular your content gets and the more of it that's out there, it's more opportunity for people to click on those links and for you to make some sales. And so really within your content, you just want to choose the right products to link to. Like I mentioned, keep it niche specific, however the fuck you say that. If you mention a specific product in an episode or you're guested, be sure to link to that product and link to other things within the ecosystem of that product. But you want to be trustworthy. You don't want to just like put a bunch of crap out to try to make money. You want to add value. And I see it like, at least with my podcast and what I like to do is it's an educational podcast. And so I am teaching people about microphones, about computers, about audio interfaces, speakers, whatever it is. And it might feel a little weird linking to that to try to like make money off it. But the thing is like, if you're adding value, it's like you're showing people, like I'm showing people like all this different equipment and how it's the right equipment to choose for podcasting. And so it's like, if I'm not sharing it, like I'm actually doing everybody a disservice, because there's people out there that want this knowledge and information and they're looking for someone to trust when it comes to like what they're going to buy. And so you as a host, as a podcaster, as a person with like expertise or authority in a specific industry, you're giving that information out, and just make sure your heart's in it and you're doing it for the right reasons. And then the money will come. Okay, so there are a couple of rules with the Amazon Associates program. So once you sign up and you submit like your blog post, your YouTube channel, the URLs for all of your platforms, you have to make 3 sales from your Amazon Store ID from your affiliate links in 6 months to stay in the program. So yes, they're going to accept you. I don't think there's like a benchmark of like your channel has to get this many hits, your website has to get, this amount of visitors. But after you sign up and get accepted, you have to make sure that you sell 3 of Amazon's products in 6 months. And so it shouldn't be that hard to do if you're hustling. Yeah. So just make sure like once you sign up, you're really like motivated to do it, because I actually signed up once like many years ago under a different email and like with a different project. And I didn't hit that 6 months, those 3 sales in 6 months. And so I got kicked out of the program. Eventually I started over with the Podcast Haven and started doing it correctly and making a little bit of money. But keep in mind that you got to maintain 3 sales in 6 months to stay enrolled in the program. Next, when you're using an Amazon affiliate link, you have to put a disclaimer that if someone clicks on that link, that you may make a commission. And I'm going to show you an example of this Amazon disclosure statement. Okay, so you're looking at my screen, why do I have to identify myself as an associate? So I guess it's for legal reasons. And it's not just for Amazon. Apparently, just in general with any affiliate program that you're a part of, you have to identify that like if people buy something through one of your links, you're going to get a commission. And guys, if you didn't know, Amazon is like the easiest one to get started with, but like for all types of companies, there's affiliate programs like Target, Walmart, Guitar Center, whatever your niche is, chances are there's an affiliate program that a company that sells products around like the topic that you create content around. Okay, so here it is. To comply with Federal Trade Commission regulations, your link level disclosure must be clear disclosure that could be as simple as paid link ad or commissions earned. It should be placed near any affiliate link. So what I do, and this is my blog, guys. But so I recently did a review on the Maono PS22. This is an audio interface for podcasters. And you can see here in the orange, I linked to this item. But this is a blog post. Here you go. But wait, before we get started, we're letting you know that we're Amazon affiliates and earn from qualifying purchases. If you make an Amazon purchase through any of our links, we earn a commission. This is at no extra cost to you and helps us keep the blog alive. So there you go. I put my disclosure in, and you need to put disclosures wherever you put your links. So in YouTube, let's click on a video here. So let me scroll down. Oh, right here. So as I showed you, I linked to all these microphones. And then as an Amazon affiliate, I earn from qualifying purchases. That's just to make sure you're following the guidelines, guys. I've heard of people getting kicked out of the Amazon Associates program because they're not putting that disclosure. That could be true for other affiliate programs. It sounds like it's a legal requirement, not just within Amazon, but against the law in general. The FTC, which is like a federal program, so federal agency. So make sure you do that. Word it in a way that like makes it seem like if they buy something through one of your links, you're going to get a commission, but what you're going to do with that commission is to keep creating more content. And that's really what I do. That's my goal. And put it at the bottom or the top. You can italicize it. If you're worried about like people getting turned off by that, make the font smaller. Do what you have to do. Don't be sneaky, but there's ways to kind of do it where it's tasteful, where people may read it, they may not, but it's like they obviously could read it because it's in there. You're not like hiding it in a way where they couldn't find that. And I did show you my blog. If you have a blog also related to the topic of the content that you create, that's a great place to put these links as well. Within social media, on your Instagram stories, let's say you did a video about a Fender Stratocaster, and then you did a story. Hey guys, I love these 3 Fender Stratocasters. Check these out. We had Mark on the podcast, and he talked about how he loves playing these guitars too. And then you could put your Amazon link, and that'll take them to a page where they could purchase some of that stuff. So Instagram's a great place. TikTok, I think you can link to stuff. I'm not big on TikTok, but a social media platform where you can put links in addition to YouTube is great. But that's it. That's the long and the short of it, the Amazon Associates program. So in this episode, hopefully you learned what the program is, how you can qualify for it with your website, your channel, your podcast, etc. What to do once you get your store ID. Make sure you hit those 3 sales in 6 months. Then you're off to the races, and start linking to things in your podcast show notes, your YouTube description, all the places you hang out and where your followers hang out. And chances are you'll start to get some clicks on those links and then make a little bit of money. And once you make money online, you know that it's possible. And they say, if you make $100, you can make 1,000 online. If you make 1,000, you can make 10,000. Etc., etc. Thanks for hanging with me for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button, make some money, start affiliate marketing, promote your content, build that momentum. And until next time, keep listening, keep engaging, keep creating. I'm out.